What's up guys, the Snowman here, and we're going off the beaten path a bit today. No tennis, soccer, or basketball. Instead, we're going to talk about a different sport, and that is spikeball. So, what is spikeball? We'll go over all the basics of this growing game, going to get into the rules, the gameplay, and so much more. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. Otherwise, let's jump into spikeball. And spikeball, also officially known as round net, is a net sport that combines many elements from other sports, including volleyball and foursquare, invented in 1989, but really its growth took off in 2008 when Spikeball Inc. began promoting it. That's why Spikeball is the more common name of the sport. The game is played between two teams of 2 people each, as you can see by the supplemental video here. You can play it indoors, outdoors, on the beach, in a grassy field, in a gymnasium, pretty much wherever, and all you need to play equipment-wise is a spikeball ball, which is typically a yellow palm-sized rubber ball, and then you also need a hula hoop sized trampoline-like net, which sits a few inches off the ground. Other than that, you're good to go. This is not a sport that's very dependent on a great deal of equipment. These are some of the basics on how to play spikeball. As I mentioned before, it's a 2-on-2 sport, so team 1 will serve to team 2. Players have up to 3 alternating touches to return the ball to the net, just like in volleyball, so there's a lot of teamwork involved. You don't have to stand in the same spot the whole time. You are free to move around the net throughout gameplay. And then on the topic of scoring, essentially your team scores a point if the opposing team fails to hit the ball back off the net, or if they hit the rim, the ground, or the ball bounces more than one time on the net. Spikeball is played using rally scoring, meaning points can be won by the serving or the receiving team. Games are typically played to 11, 15, or 21 points, and you must win by 2 or else play is extended. Again, the rally ends and a point is awarded when the ball contacts the ground or isn't returned onto the net within 3 touches. Also, when the ball is hit directly into the rim at any time, unless it's the first serve, the ball bounces and falls back onto the net or rim, or when the ball clearly rolls across the net. In terms of serving, the players and teams will alternate who serves every time the receiving team wins a point, and the next person in sequence will serve. However, if the serving team wins the point, then that same person will continue to serve. For serving, the server and the receiver will stand 180 degrees across from each other. Only the designated returner can return the serve. I think technically you're supposed to stand 7 feet away from the net to serve. In professional leagues, you're allowed to use as much power, spin, and trickery as possible. However, if you're playing amongst friends in a more casual setting, the 7 feet rule probably not necessary as long as you're not smashing it on every serve. Also, just like in tennis, the server gets 2 faults and then they forfeit their serve and the other team gets a point. Faults include not tossing the ball up at least 4 inches on your serve. Also, tossing the ball up and not hitting it is a fault. And then, obviously, if you miss the net or if the serve bounces more than once on the net, those are also all faults. Otherwise, just like in volleyball, you have 3 hits to get the ball back to your opponent. So you can use a variety of digs, passes, sets, and spikes to accomplish this. Touches must alternate between teammates. Consecutive touches by one player will result in a loss of a point. The ball must be contacted cleanly, not caught, lifted, or thrown. Players may not hit the ball with 2 hands, even if placed together volleyball style. Also, players may use any individual part of their body to hit the ball, so you can use your feet or anything else if need be. And after the serve, any unusual bounce that does not contact the rim is legal and playable. And one other thing that's important with rallies is that defending players must make an effort not to impede the offending team's possession or play on the ball, so you're not really supposed to get in the other team's way. If they feel like you aren't making an effort to get out of the way, they can call a hinder, which would cause for a replay of the point. But just in general, be respectful, play the game the right way. Don't try to impede your opponents, and you should be well on your way to enjoying this game that many across the globe enjoy as well. Thanks a lot for watching my Spikeball Explained video. Big thanks to my brother and his friends for the live footage, but hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions still, please leave a comment and I'll help in any way I can. But otherwise, please like and subscribe to the Snowman Sports Media for more sports content, and I'll be back very soon. Thanks a lot. Cheers.